Hey everybody, it's Mr. Marshall here at Stony Lane, and I know that you have been working hard on your writing, and you've been trying to think of different ways that writers get ideas for their work, whether they're telling stories or writing essays or information books or whatever you're writing, poetry. And I want to teach you a strategy on how to get an idea for your writing that sort of helps with all kinds of writing. Are you ready? Okay, so there's a famous writer who was named Donald Murray. Donald Murray was a very famous writer who won a famous prize called the Pulitzer Prize, and he taught lots of writers all over the world. And he had this idea that every writer, no matter how big or little you are, has something that really matters to them, and he called them life topics. That means that you have a couple of topics in your life that are so important to you, they're so big in your heart that whenever you can, you try to write about them because you have so much to say, you have so much to teach, you have so many feelings about these topics. Okay. And he said that every writer, no matter how big or little they are, has probably two or three or four topics that they keep going back to write about. Okay. And so, what I want to teach you right now is if you can think of what your life topics are, then then maybe that'll be something that you'll know to go to when you're kind of like not sure what to write about. Okay. So, watch. I'm going to try and think of what my life topics are because my life topics are different than your life topics. Okay. Because I have a different life. So, I think one of my life topics that I write about a lot is let's see, teaching, right? I write a lot about teaching and learning. Teaching is one of my life topics because I do so much with it, and because of my job, I have to write a lot about it. And so I think that that's something I care about. And I've written stories about teaching, and I've written um, books and other things, blogs and things like that that teach others about how to teach, giving them ideas. So I think teaching is one of my life topics. What else? I think another life topic of mine is one of my life topics is my kids. Okay. And I have four kids. And so there's always a lot of noise in my house. And so there's always lots of stories to tell about what my kids do. And my kids are so different from each other. They're all like very, very unique from one another. And so I find myself writing a lot about them too, how they're each so different, but they're sort of awesome in their own way. So my kids are one of my life topics. Let's see what else. You know what else? I really like writing about how groups of people get along, okay, in community in all different ways. I like to study that. I like to write about that, and I know I've written stories about communities, how people work together, people that I know, communities that I belong to. I've written informational books about community. I I like to write my thoughts and feelings and beliefs about communities. That's something I keep going back to, right? And so take a look. These are three of my life topics. There's probably a few more, but you get what I'm saying, right? Things that you like are so big in your life that you would write about them in different ways. Okay, these might be boring topics for you, but you probably have topics that you care about a lot that are big in your life. So, what you can do is you can take Donald Murray's advice and think about what your life topics are and make a list of them. Okay, and if you're not sure what to write about, you can go to one of your life topics and tell a story about one, or write some teaching kind of writing about it, or write your beliefs or your feelings about it, and you'll probably write a lot because you care about these life topics. They're so big in your life. All right, so see if you can figure out what your life topics are and write about them in any way that you can, and have a great time with that. And I will see you next time.